All right, corporate work day is over. It's time to get home to the wife and kids and hopefully beat this weather. Supposed to get 6 to 10 inches of snow tonight, so we'll see. Some freezing rain too. Yay! So I hope everybody out there, I hope you went out and had a productive day. Hope you did something to work towards your goal, and if you didn't, it's okay. Try it again tomorrow. And don't beat yourself up just because you didn't get that accomplished in the day. But do know that you take responsibility for not getting accomplished. You can't blame anybody else. You just have to take ownership of it and just move on. I mean, take me for example. I honestly thought I had wasted my entire 20s moving around and trying different things and thinking that I had wasted valuable time. And it's not the truth. But the truth is, I was just expanding my knowledge, furthering my career, honing in my skills, finding out what I wanted and what I didn't want in life, and building that foundation for the rest of my life, honestly. And then just this last year, that big 3-0, that big 30 came, and I had all this worry and doubt, and I don't know what happened, but the second I turned 30, something clicked in my head. Something clicked within me. It's almost like everything I had worked for over the last 10 years was for this moment of clarity, for, finding my purpose and not knowing how to put it out there yet, but knowing that I was ready to do what I was supposed to do. I even told my wife, right after I turned 30, I said, I feel like something's clicked inside of me and I'm going to do big things. I'm going to change the world. And I told her, I don't know how yet, but I'm going to change the world. And maybe not change the world, but help the world, help somebody. If my message reaches 20 people, and just motivates them to be the change in the world, then maybe their message reaches another 40 people, and it goes on and on from there. All I know is that you're not going to get it done sitting down there and judging somebody else online. It's not going to happen. So it's on you right there. You're either going to get up and you're going to do it or you're not. And you're okay with that mediocre. There's always so much upside to that. You can't sit there and judge somebody or want what they want, but not be willing to put in the 18 hours that they put in, the 20 hours that they put in a day. I'm willing to put in that 20 hours a day. It's about that financial freedom, that prosperity, not necessarily money, cash, but having that freedom where somebody's not dictating your fears about your job security, about whether or not you can pay your bills. And please don't take that personal. There's nothing wrong with mediocre. If that's what you want, you just want to work a 9 to 5 and come home and not have to do any extra work, and that's that. You got to accept that comes with only so much gain. Do you understand how powerful we would be as a human race if everybody didn't have those insecurities or those fears or somebody holding it over them like that? How adventurous we'd be, how much stuff we would discover, how many things we would invent. It's amazing. So moving on from that, I want to touch on a question I asked about a week ago about if you've ever just done something because somebody said that's how we do it and never asked or they never gave you an explanation of why they do it. And if somebody can't tell you the reason behind why they're doing something, then I think it's your duty as a human being to question that system, to challenge it. It's not to sit back and follow blindly. Yes, sometimes it doesn't pan out, but you have to challenge it. Most of the time, when you run into those situations, people are just blindly following some manual that somebody gave them with no explanation of why they do it. It's just, this is how we do it because this is how we've always done it. Forget that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just about done having somebody tell me that this is how much you can make. This is your salary. This is it. This is what you're going to make in the year. Spend the next 12 months and knowing this is all you're going to make. I'm good on that. One of the reasons I moved around so much is because so many people told me not to. So I figured I'd go the opposite direction. Do you really want to be spending the end of your life regretting or blaming somebody else because you didn't go out and accomplish something because of their judgments or what they told you? Everybody gets their own life. You think it's fair for that person's judgment to dictate how you live yours or telling you what to do? No. Go out there and do what you want to do. What is that one thing you want to do? Go out and do it. Just stop being helpful. I don't care if it's a taxi driver, your brother, your mother, your father, your uncle, your coach, your teacher. If they're not about your success, you need to cut them out of your blueprint. You need to let them go and you need to move on and be successful. But what I did, I tripled down on myself. I just put the haters in the rearview mirror and said, I mean, if I'm going to fail, it's on me. If I'm a failure, it's on me, not on them. I'm not going to let them have that power on me. I'm going to follow my heart. I've stopped talking about the things that I used to talk about that held me back as a kid, or well, how I had it so tough, or what was tough in my life. It's over now. That's done and said. Nothing, that doesn't dictate what I do now and every day. I mean, my mom was gone for 18 years of my life, my childhood, my whole life. I didn't even know her. But she's around in our lives now because she makes my children happy, her grandchildren. And that's all that matters to me. What we have isn't ever going to be what it should have been. You know, people still say, oh, she was gone, she hasn't been there, she didn't have any right to be around, you know, her grandchildren. My children are smiling when she's around, and that's all that matters. And if anything else, your children's happiness doesn't matter to you like that, then you don't get it. You just don't get it. And I'm going to let you guys go with that. Just remember, when others judge you for trying to fly, it is they who are afraid to try. Have a good night, guys.